Why has my hair decided to get staticky all of a sudden? Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. Today is going to be a baby names we love and might be using video. If you're new, I'm Tiffany. This is our small town life. We do small town living in the southern United States. We share that here on this channel with you. We live in a double wide mobile home on an acre of land that we're turning into our own 1 acre homestead. We share that with you. I'm married to Justin, my high school sweetheart. We've been married for 15 years. We have 4 children, currently pregnant with baby number 5. Our oldest is a girl. Her name is Audrey. And then we have 4 boys. We have Easton, Hudson, who we call Huddy, Wyatt, and then we're expecting our 4th boy, baby number 5. When I shared our gender reveal, I mentioned that there was a name that I loved, that I didn't want to even think about any other names. And then I came on a little while later and said, okay, maybe we don't have a name. That particular name, one of the kids didn't like it, and that caused me to keep looking, and I came across other names that I liked, even though I didn't think that I would. The name is still on the list, but we found some other names that we really like, and nothing has just stuck. Nothing has just felt like, okay, this is the name we're gonna settle on. If we come across that name, I'll share it with you. Maybe y'all will have some suggestions for us based on these other names that I'm going to share with you. Maybe you can kind of get our vibe and the kind of names we like, and maybe you'll have some suggestions for us. But that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go through the list of boy names that we love. Some of them we love a little bit more than others. Some of them I like. Justin's not real crazy about. But I wrote down some information about them. We've just some names that we've been talking about, and I'm going to share those with you today. I feel like we like the classic but not overused kind of names. Classic with a little bit of edge, maybe. And then there's some of the names that I don't really know fit into that. Maybe they have a little bit more of a rustic feel. Those are just the kind of names that we seem to go for. So I'm going to share them with you today. This is a list of boy names. We did not talk about very many girl names this pregnancy because we found out pretty early on that we were having a boy. So we didn't really talk about many girl names. Boy names of what we've been talking about, and that's what I'm going to share with you today. So let's just go ahead and get to it. That name that was the first name that I came across that I really liked, that made me kind of not want to look at any other names, was the name Micah. And I'm not real big on name meanings. I never really have been. But the meaning of that name is who is like God. And I thought that was kind of a sweet name meaning. It's a biblical name, which I liked. It's still on the list. It's definitely still on the list. Like I said, when one of the kids didn't really care for it, it got me at least looking at other names, and I realized, hey, there are other names that I like just as much. I know we may not please everyone, but I would like for our family to really like the name. Our little family, it's growing into a large family, to really like the name. So Micah is still on the list. It's just one of those that, while I thought it was the name, I don't know. Maybe it's not. It looks like my camera might have been sliding. I had to adjust you a little bit. Maybe the angle's not changed too much. Here we go. The next name is Canaan. And Justin actually brought this name up. It is spelled with a K. That is how he suggested it. Kanaan. And it has some biblical meaning behind it. It's a place name, although that would be spelled with a C. And I like that it's not a common name by a long stretch. It was ranked 3,426th. So definitely not a top 100 name. And spelled with a C, it's still ranked at 1,385. So not a very popular name. And I like the feel of it. Like it flows. We do have a middle name picked out, and I feel like it flows well with that middle name. Now, all of our children have names where they're named after someone in our family, whether it's their first name or their middle name. And for this baby, the middle name that we have picked out is a family name. So the first name doesn't really have to be a family name. And I feel like this goes well with the middle name we picked out. Justin's the one who suggested this name, but then here recently he's kind of been on the fence about it. Just not being real sure. Just not wanting to commit to it, I guess. So Canaan is another name that's on our list. Y'all, my hair has decided to be super staticky all of a sudden. Forgive me. The next name on the list is Vaughn. And I think I like this name more than Justin does. It is ranked at 1,113 with only 182 boys named Vaughn last year, which surprised me. I don't know, I feel like because I like this name so much, maybe everybody should. Why is everybody not naming their baby Vaughn? Although if I'm going to name my baby that, I don't need everybody else using it. I don't mind names that I know someone else with that name. I just don't want to know a lot of people with that name. So these names that are ranked like past 1,000, those are the names I kind of tend to gravitate toward. Although there are some that you're going to see on here that are a little bit higher up. I don't know that I really go for many names that are in the top 200, 300, 400 especially. So the ranking of that name, though, surprised me. I just felt like it would be a more popular name. The next name I have written down is Cotton. And I may be the only one who likes this name, but I like it so much that I wanted to share it with you. I don't know that anybody else in my family likes the name Cotton, but y'all, I can just see this cute little blonde-haired boy running around with the name Cotton. It would probably be our first child that had dark hair. None of our children have dark hair like their mama, and if I named a child Cotton, it would probably be our first child that had dark hair. But in my head, I just see this cute little blonde-headed boy running around with the name Cotton. The next name is Archer with the nickname Archie. I really like the name Archie just as a standalone name by itself. Justin is not crazy about that. He's not even crazy about that being a nickname, which kind of makes me not like the name Archer because I like it so much because I like the nickname Archie. Justin brought up the name Archer, but I think he has kind of decided that maybe it's a little bit too popular. It is gaining popularity and it has gotten into that 100 range. It's gotten over 200. So it was ranked at 205 in 2019, 169 in 2020, and then ranked at 138 in 2021. So it is gaining popularity. One of the more popular names. I like Archie. Justin doesn't care for Archie and has decided that maybe Archer is just a little bit too popular. It's still on our list though. And talking about meanings, like I like that it means a bowman. It gives you that rustic outdoor kind of feel, which is something that I like. Green is the next name on the list, and this is a family name on my side of the family. It's actually my great-grandfather's name. Now, I didn't know him. I don't know much about him. I just really like the name. It kind of gives me that same feel that Cotton does. A little southern, almost a little old-fashioned, and it's spelled with an E on the end, which something about that I just really like. We had originally talked about it more as a middle name, but then decided there was something else that we would rather use. So I still wanted to share the name with you, although I don't know that it's something we will be using. I just think it's a really fun name, and I wanted to share it. How about the name Mac? I like the name Mac. Justin was kind of just like, it's an okay name. It's okay. Definitely, it wasn't something that really spoke to him. And I feel like that's what we've ran into a lot is I'll say a name that I like, and he's like, meh, it's just okay. It's just okay. I'm like, dude, you're going to have to start giving me some names you like then. Because everything I like is just, nah, it's okay. But Mac is one of those names that I like the kids were kind of joking around. What's his nickname going to be? Mac and Cheese? Big Mac? I'm like, don't do that. Don't go there. But I like the name Mac. And spelled M-A-C, it was ranked at 598. And then spelled with a K on the end, it was ranked at 470. So not a very popular name. I like that it's short, sweet, and to the point. Kind of like, those are the kind of names I find myself gravitating toward. So I like Mac. What do y'all think about it? Does anybody else like it with me? Then I have some T names. Actually, a lot of them are TR names. Apparently those really struck a chord with me. I really liked the way they sounded. Truman, Tillman, Truett, Truce, Trace. I like all of those names. And I think I actually sent them all to Justin at one time in a text message. And I was like, oh, do you like any of these? Nah. Come on. They just sound nice. Apparently that TR just sounds good to me. There's something about the flow of it that just appeals to me. Justin did not like them. Did not like any of them. The next name on our list is Hoyt. And when I looked up this name, the website that I was using had some suggested names. And two of the names that were suggested were Wyatt and Hudson, which is two of our boys' names. That just seemed funny to me, I guess, that they would associate all of those names together. Archer was also on the list of suggested names. I like Hoyt, and I like it a lot. I wonder if it's a little bit hard to say, but I felt that way about Wyatt until I started saying it. Then it didn't really feel that way anymore, so maybe I'd be the same way with Hoyt. I also like that it's not very popular. So it was, I'm looking at my notes, it had its most popularity around 1915, early 1900s. By the early 2000s, it was almost non-existent as a name. And now, even though it's raised a little bit in popularity, it is still ranked at 3,454. So well out of that top 100 for sure, which surprised me, kind of like Vaughn. It surprised me. I just feel like more people should be naming their baby Hoyt. I like it. Doesn't everybody else? Wiley. I like the name Wiley. Justin, it's another one of those where he's just kind of like, nah, it's okay. It's not the worst. I don't know if I love it. I really like it. I've seen a couple of different meanings for it. Again, not real big on name meanings, but I've seen it mean protection. I've seen it mean willow woods. It's ranked 1,305. It has gone up in popularity over the last few years, but still not a very common name. I feel like it's really cute for a young child, but it would grow well into adulthood. I like the name Wiley. I also like the name Destin, and this is a name that Easton, I think, brought up. He said, I like the name Destin, and I had not even thought about it, but I liked it. Justin's not real big on place names. Now, you could just about find a place for any name. But I think for him, if it sounds more like it is a place than a name, which is odd because he really likes the name Canaan. But if it feels like it's struggling a little bit to be a name, I guess, to him, and he associates it more to a place or a city name, he doesn't usually care for it. But I liked it, and I thought it was just a neat name that the kids had brought up that I thought, you know what? I like that, so I thought I would share it with y'all. Okay, the last name on the list, and it is Elias. It is a variant of Elijah, which means the Lord is my God. So I like the meaning. If we're gonna talk about meanings, I like the meaning. And I like that it's not as popular or as common as Elijah. So Elias is a little less common. I don't know if I like the nickname Eli, which I feel like would kind of be the natural nickname that people would want to use. But Elias, I like. I really like it. And so that's the last name that I have on the list. to share with y'all today. Thanks for hanging with me for a little while today. I wanted to share this list of names with you, kind of let you know what we were thinking about. I thought it would just be something fun to sit down and share with you, chat with you for a little while. And like I said, maybe hear some suggestions that you all have. If you're new, please hit that subscribe button before you leave. We would love to have you here as part of our YouTube family. That's what we are, one big happy family around here. So hit that red subscribe button. If you've not turned on the notification bell, make sure you do that so that you're notified every time we upload a video. We typically upload Monday through Friday, sharing our life with you. We love you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all. I think I got a little boy that wants to come say bye. Say bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.